Central News. Fentanyl overdose cases are on the rise in Oklahoma. What an event on UCO's campus taught students about how to stay safe and save lives of those affected. Continuing coverage, the government shutdown looms over the country. What will happen if a deal isn't reached by Sunday morning? And breaking just hours ago, NBA superstar Damian Lillard has been traded from the Portland Trail Blazers. Where he's going next. All of this and more happening now on UCentral News.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of UCentral News. I'm Mark Lowe.
And I'm Emma Birch. The U.S. is fighting the ongoing fentanyl epidemic. Here on campus, the UCO Health Promotions is trying to teach everyone about what to do in an overdose situation.
17 Oklahomans die from a fentanyl overdose each month. That's according to Oklahoma's Mental Health and Substance Abuse. And the Roll Sober initiative here on campus is trying to educate students and faculty about the epidemic.
Through the Higher Education Prevention Services Grant, through the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health Substance Abuse Services, and essentially it is education and prevention on opioid and stimulant misuse in higher education institutions.
Today, Roll Sober held a Narcan training for anyone wanting to learn facts about substance abuse and how to save a life in an overdose situation.
To keep it really simple, Narcan training is to save people's lives.
The training also had data of fentanyl overdoses nationally, here in the state, and on campus.
That Narcan training, it's teaching people how to use Narcan, what it is, what an opioid is.
At the training, they give you this Narcan spray and 3 simple steps of how to use it to save someone's life in case of emergencies.
If we don't know how to use Narcan, we can't save their life if they potentially come into an overdose situation.
A quick and easy response that could give a person another chance at life. From UCO's campus, I'm Emma Birch, UCentral News.
If you get it from this manufacturer or that manufacturer.
And sometimes they can be different shapes.
And Roll Sober is planning on hosting a Narcan training every month in Thatcher Hall. And Mark, like I said in the story, this is what a nasal Narcan spray looks like. It's really simple. You just peel it back. First, always call 911 first. That's what they always told me. You peel it back, and then you will insert it in the person's nose, spray it, and then just wait for the results, wait for 911 to get there. Really simple, and they're all free, which is really nice. They also gave me this little pamphlet, just the 3 simple steps. And then they also gave me the MedLock bag, which I've never heard of before. You can put in your household meds and zip it up and lock it. So if someone with substance abuse in your household, they can't get in it and they can get help, hopefully. So yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, well, that's just awesome. I'm glad that those resources are available for students and those who are looking to stop the fight against fentanyl.
Absolutely.
And you can order your own Narcan nasal spray for free at the website seen on your screen now. And UCO has launched a new center this semester focused on campus efforts to go green. The center is located in room 130 of the north side of the Liberal Arts Building. It involves students, faculty, and staff. Priorities for the center include education, research, and community engagement. And I know we've been harping on this a lot this last week, but it has been hot here in Edmond the last couple of days and this last week especially. So we're going to take it over to Destiny Pittman now to see if is there a cool down on the way?
Yes, as for right now, this heat is going to be sticking around for a few more days. Today was one of those warm days out. It was pretty sunny outside. There were a few clouds in the sky, but overall it was pretty fair. It was about 92 degrees, currently 92 degrees, and then the winds weren't strong either. They were blowing southwest at about 6 miles per hour, and the humidity rate wasn't too high as well. The humidity rate is 32% out, and it does feel like it is 91 degrees. The heat will be going away this evening, though, and tonight it's going to be about 68 degrees. The sky will still be clear, though. The winds are going to pick up just a little bit, blowing south at about 7 to 10 miles per hour, and then the humidity rate will be 32%. And then there is no chance of rain tonight. So we're going to have some nice cooler weather this evening, but overall the heat is going to be here for a little longer. That is all I have for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you for that, Destiny. And we're also following another major story that will impact voters and the Oklahoma City sports world.
Absolutely. Our sports anchor Ray Robinson is joining us now with the story he's working on.
Emma and Mark, yesterday the City Council voted yes for a special election that's going to happen on December 12th. The faith of the Oklahoma City Thunder and some eyes count on this bill. If voted yes by the people of the Thunder, they shall remain in Oklahoma City till 2050. I'll have more info on that later on in the show. Guys, back to you at the desk.
Thank you for that, Ray. And with just 4 days until funding expired, the House and Senate have still not reached a deal to prevent the government shutdown.
If Congress can't reach a deal to continue funding the government by this weekend, federal operations deemed non-essential will come to a halt. While some of the nearly 4 million federal workers will stay on the job, others will be furloughed, unpaid until the shutdown ends.
1 week without a paycheck could be devastating because people struggle.
During the 2019 shutdown, hundreds of TSA officers called out from work, many of them to find other ways to make money.
There are going to be some people, depending on how long the shutdown goes, who can't afford to get to work.
Fewer TSA agents could mean longer security lines in the short term, with the possibility of more travel troubles in the long term.
It stops us from training and hiring air traffic controllers. What that means is, over time, more shortages, more outages, more potential disruptions.
If your destination is a national park or a federally operated museum like the Smithsonian, you may not be allowed in if the facilities are forced to close. Meanwhile, maintenance of food, air, water, and workplace safety also likely to take a hit. Agencies tasked with upholding protections like OSHA, the FDA, and the EPA would pull back operations. People who rely on federal aid like housing or food assistance and even student loans may experience disruptions. A shutdown also putting U.S. credit on the line as ratings agencies consider whether investing in the U.S. government is still a safe bet.
Tonight is the second GOP debate at Ronald Reagan's Presidential Library. This event will have 7 candidates debating, including Ron DeSantis, Tim Scott, and Vivek Ramaswamy. This will also be the second debate without former President Donald Trump. The event will be from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nearly 18 months after Russia was suspended from the United Nations Human Rights Council, they are formally seeking to rejoin the council despite its war on Ukraine. Russia was removed from the council in April of 2022 following its full invasion of Ukraine. Western countries have already pushed back on the idea of Russia rejoining. A U.S. spokesperson said, quote, "We hope these United Nations members will firmly reject its preposterous candidacy as they overwhelmingly did last year," end quote. There is still continuous evidence that Russians are still committing war crimes in Ukraine through torture, harming civilians, drone attacks, using explosive weapons. Russia has also committed violations of international humanitarian laws, as well as violations and abuses of human rights in Russia. The council will vote on October 10th of the election for members for the 2024-2026 term.
And Philadelphia police made several arrests overnight in looting incidents after charges were dismissed against a former police officer. Officials also said that looters were criminal opportunists who were not motivated by the ruling. CNN's Laura Aguirre has the story, but be warned that some of the images in the video may be disturbing.
We made arrests and we will continue to make arrests.
Philadelphia's interim police commissioner making it clear to looters who ransacked several stores overnight. If you stole something, you will get caught. Eventually.
We're going to press on until we're able to get those folks in custody.
Police say a crowd of about 100 people targeted a number of retail stores, smashing windows and grabbing items like clothing, sneakers, alcohol, and even pharmaceuticals.
It's disrespectful to the Irizarry family and what they're going through right now.
The family of Eddie Irizarry had hours earlier attended a peaceful protest demanding justice for the 27-year-old. He died after being shot in his car by then Philadelphia police officer Mark Dial in August. Dial was arrested and charged with several counts, including murder. Video evidence showed that officers' initial claims that Irizarry lunged at them were untrue. Defense attorneys argued that Irizarry was armed with a knife that looked like a gun, and Dial feared for his life. On Tuesday, a judge dismissed all charges against Dial, sending shockwaves through Irizarry's family and supporters.
This is not going to stay like this. We're going to fight. We're going to fight.
One official says the looting that followed was not related to Irizarry or the memorial gathering.
What we had tonight was a bunch of criminal opportunists take advantage of a situation and make an attempt to destroy our city.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
War on Truth, that's the theme of this year's Ethics Conference. The Media Ethics Conference happens this Tuesday in the Bob Burke First Amendment Center here in the MassCom building. Topics include the war in Ukraine and the last living journalist to cover the assassination of President Kennedy. The event is free for all.
Thinking about what's something that can.
And lunch.
Something that can tie into media, and it is like kind of a war on misinformation and the messages that we are receiving from the news. So we thought War on Truth would be a nice thing. Yeah.
Like I said before, the event is free and all students will be given breakfast and lunch.
And UCO's Women's Research Center and LGBTQ+ Student Center is hosting the 8th Annual International Gender and Sexuality Study Conference this Thursday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. in the Nye University Center. The theme this year is Queer Creations. Presenters will include students, faculty, and scholars, and community members. Presentations and workshops will run on both days, and free lunch will be provided to those who register.
And now we go to a homecoming week special, a petting zoo right here on campus. Students could hold a pet, scaly snakes, lizards, and furry creatures under the caretaker's supervision. There was also a snake over 6 feet long that you could take pictures with. Some other reptiles included the orange, yellow, and white corn snake with a distinctive diamond pattern. Students could put their hands to any terrarium with the lid off, but had to sign a waiver first. Furry animals included a cotumine named Forest Ranger from South America and a baby kangaroo that for now goes by Joey.
Well, things have been heating up here this last week during homecoming week. Can we expect more of the same?
Oh, I hope not. Destiny Pittman has your full week forecast next. Stay tuned.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back to the show. We are definitely feeling that warmer heat here in the Edmond and OKC area, so let's take a look and see how the rest of the state is doing currently. We'll start up in the Panhandle. So up in Guyman, it's about 93 degrees there currently, and then down in Woodward, it's a little cooler. It's about 86 degrees, 91 in Clinton, and then in Altus, it is 95 degrees, as well as Lawton. And then as we move over into the Ardmore area, Ardmore is about currently 92 degrees. Same for Oklahoma City. We're also 92 degrees here. And then McAllister and Idabel are both 90 degrees. And then 89 up in Tulsa, 95 in Ponca City, and 95 in Enid. So definitely a little warmer there. And then 88 up in Miami. So you can see that everywhere in the state is feeling those 80s and 90 degree temperatures, very warm weather. So let's move on for tomorrow's forecast and see what the temperatures will be like tomorrow across the state. So up in Guyman, it'll be the same as it was today. 93 degrees is the high, 93 as well in Woodward. But as you see, Woodward will also have some thunderstorms tomorrow. 93 in Clinton, 96 in Altus, and then 95 in Lawton, and then 93 in Ardmore and Idabel as well. and OKC, all three of those areas. It's going to be about 93 degrees tomorrow. And then as we move over to McAllister, 92, 94 up in Ponca City and in Tulsa, and then 91 in Miami. So again, we see a lot of those warmer weathers, a lot of 90s, a lot of 93s. So we're definitely seeing warmer weather here compared to what we have been seeing previously. That is all I have for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Yeah, thanks for that, Destiny. Definitely not liking seeing those 90-degree temperatures as we're almost in October. Definitely don't want to see that. Mark Zuckerberg's Meta conference happened today. What new technology things can we expect going forward?
Our social media anchor, Jules Black, has your social media update. Stay tuned.
I was raised to believe in the power of possibility, to always move forward but never forget where I came from, to value hard work, ingenuity, and hospitality. On one hand, my people are rough and rugged. On the other, refined and elegant. They taught me how to love beautiful things and cherish my past, to seek out adventure, eat well, and to have a good time. So I keep their traditions alive every place I go. They call me Oklahoma City, but you can call me the modern frontier.
UCentral News as a whole, you got to be in those different areas, like being on camera, being off camera, being in the control room. And so I feel like that is what prepared me most about being in the workplace.
UCentral and the Mass Comm department has provided me all the tools and the fundamentals that are needed in order to thrive well and thrive fast at my job.
Maybe it's time to hit the road and visit a place where stories unfold. This is the land of the ultimate road trip, with sights old and new on Route 66. There's fun to be had, so much to do, and a few new surprises before you get through. Oklahoma has the most miles to share of Route 66. It's really quite rare. TravelOK.com will show you the way. Come see for yourself this iconic highway.
Happy Wednesday, Broncos, and my name is Jules Black, and I'm here for your social media update. The Meta Connect conference happened today, announcing a lot of new content for fans. Mark Zuckerberg announced the highly anticipated Meta Quest 3. The new VR headset comes with a slicker design, better graphics, and new mixed reality. Zuckerberg also announced new AI features that not a lot of people are happy about. He introduced new AI editing on Instagram and even AI chatbot personalities that are actually voiced by celebrities, including Charli D'Amelio and Snoop Dogg. A little spooky, if you ask me. And it's Paris Fashion Week, people. I'm a fashion girly, so I love to see it. Twitter users are loving it too this year. Runway videos are filling up the hashtag PFW, along with celebrity appearances. These include Austin Butler, Usher, and K-pop idol Giselle. And Google is celebrating its 25th birthday today. Google launched in September 1998. Today, the website has special doodles and graphics for users to see to celebrate its birthday. We all know how far Google has come and how convenient it is. Happy birthday, Google. Horror fans are excited about the release of Saw X. This is the 10th installment of the Saw series and is coming to theaters this weekend, September 29th. Fans are raving about it on Twitter with the hashtag SawTimber, celebrating its release. And today, Netflix released a first look at the new Tomb Raider series. Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, is an upcoming animated series that stars Hayley Atwell and will be releasing sometime in 2024. As it usually happens with reboots, fans are skeptical about the series, but still hopeful that Netflix will deliver. And I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. That is all I have for your social media update. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Jules. Well, I know for a fact I'm not going to go and watch the Saw movie. I don't do well with those kind of movies. What about you?
I love Saw movies. I love all the horror movies. They're really, really great. So I'll definitely be there. Catch me there on opening night. And coming up on UCentral Sports, we're in the middle of homecoming week, so Ray Robinson has more on what to expect this Saturday. And head coach Adam Dorrell is being honored. The Damian Lillard trade is sending the NBA world into a frenzy. Ray breaks down that trade and more Thunder news, so stay tuned.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Bronco fans, I'm Ray Robinson, and this is your Wednesday Sports Update. With home in offense in the MIAA conference, they are number 5 in offense. Is people can't hear me? Can you guys not hear me? Number 5 in offense. The last game they played was a 42-0 win against Northeastern State. All the lights will be out on Saturday at Chad Richardson Stadium at 2 p.m. Let's wish them good luck. I will definitely be there. Speaking of UCO, football head, a big congrats to head coach Adam Dorrell. He was nominated for the NCAA Division II Gold Award. This award is recognition and it highlights the impact on Division II athletics. What bigger way to discuss an impact than spending 25 of the last 30 years a part of Division II athletics? Whether if he was a student athlete, assistant, or head coach, Dorrell has definitely proved he's worthy. He joined UCO as a head coach back in December of 2021 after Nick Bobeck's retirement. We are thankful to have him. His record as a head coach is currently 102-47. 231 nominations, 1 male and 1 female will be recognized. Finalists will be reviewed by November 6th. The winner will be announced at the 2024 NCAA Convention in Phoenix. Our own nominee definitely is well deserved, and we'd like to wish him a good luck. Yesterday, the City Council voted for a special election in December that will decide a tax increase on a $900 million OKC Thunder Arena. The hall was met with some concerns, and I was able to catch up with a few people and get their opinions on this new arena in this upcoming election. Oh, no side.
Somebody who frequents downtown a lot, and I'm also an avid sports fan, I think that a new downtown arena would be great because it would get more fans down there, get more people from out of state to come, and also just get that downtown, it'll keep the Thunder here, which has been nothing but a big positive to Oklahoma City.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity for Oklahoma City in general, especially because
Oklahoma City's really growing a lot. So we deserve like a great place for our Thunder team to be.
Be ready to head to the ballots on December 12th, as the 1 cent sales tax will take place if voters vote yes. And speaking of the Thunder, we are getting closer and closer to the season starting. Next Monday, we will have Media Day. We will hear from all Thunder players and coaches. The next day is training camp begins, and on October 8th is the Fan Fest. And on October 9th to the 19th, the preseason will happen. On October 25th, they will play Chicago for the season opener. And breaking news for the NBA, we now have a 3-team trade that sends first-team All-NBA player Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. This trade comes after the 7-time All-Star has made it clear he wants out of Portland. The other teams involved is the Phoenix Suns. In some eyes, they could be seen as another winner of this trade. Now let's talk about the trade. The Milwaukee Bucks receive, of course, Damian Lillard. Portland receives Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Tsunami Kamara, Milwaukee's unprotected 2029 first-round pick, and 2 pick swaps from Milwaukee in 2028 and 2030. Phoenix then receives Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Keon Johnson, and Nasir Little. The NBA world is in a frenzy. With all of this comes as a shock with Miami as Lillard's preferred destination. Now, Mark, you texted me like right when the trade happened, and like I already had something mapped out for I'd already had something mapped out, like I'd already had the rundown made, and then as soon as you had texted me, I just had to change the whole script because I had already had the Thunder participating in this trade, and just turns out that, Milwaukee had something else in mind.
Yeah, sorry to throw off your flow there, man. I didn't know I was doing that, but I'm definitely took me by surprise in class whenever I literally said out loud, Damian Lillard to the Bucks? Like, it's crazy, but he definitely got out of Portland, and that's what he wanted to do. Yeah, and so coming up, a winner in the Powerball lottery has come forward to claim the prize.
And Destiny will have our last look at weather after the break.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. Today, the winner of the $1.6 billion Mega Millions jackpot, the third largest in U.S. history, has officially claimed their prize. Because of a new Florida law, the winners' names will remain anonymous for 90 days. The winning ticket was sold at a Publix supermarket in Jacksonville. The winning numbers were 13, 19, 20, 32, 33, and 14. And let me tell you, I'm pretty jealous of them, because they probably can get a nice little beach house in Florida where it's all nice and sunny there and not too bad. So
yeah, for sure. The weather is definitely a lot better in Florida right now. We're going to go to one more last look at weather with Destiny. Destiny, how's it looking?
So I have your 7-day forecast here, and as you can see, there is a lot of sun for the remainder of the week, and we're going to be in the low 90s and high 80s. And then as we move on to next week, it's going to be high of 89 with a little bit of clouds, and then there is a 20% chance of rain on Tuesday with a high of 87. That is all I have for weather for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for that, Destiny. Definitely looking forward to those weather chances, those rain chances towards the end of the week. Definitely going to be looking forward to those. Need a cool down here, need it fast.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Emma Birch.
And I'm Mark Lowe. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.